I want to talk about the worst thing you can do in this business. Let's say you build a business that is extremely successful, meaning you build a big book of business, you get a lot of merchants, you're processing a lot of volume. If you build your business only based on this, it's the worst success you can have in the industry. And what we're talking about is building a portfolio of merchants that were sold only on price. When you sell people only on price, you walk in the door, I can get rid of your bill, and that's all we talk about. What kind of merchants are we going to attract? What kind of business owner, what kind of stickiness is going to be associated with that account? The type of person that you're going to get if you only sell on price is someone with zero loyalty to you. You're going to sell somebody that the next person that walks in the door that instead of $50 can do it for $49 is going to switch and leave you, okay? They will always switch for the next cheapest thing if all we're doing is selling on price, because that's all we're going to attract is customers that will leave us for price as well, just like that was the only reason they signed up with you. One of the great things about EasyPay is that we don't have contracts. The reason we don't have contracts is because we know if we deliver this product properly, our merchants are going to be extremely sticky and they will have no reason to leave. But the key part to them sticking around, even though they're not obligated to, is there needs to be more value than just savings. All right. The negative of no contracts is if you're selling only based on price, they're going to leave you next week for the next guy with a good deal that, you know, can save them $2. All right. Because once they're with EasyPay, there's not a lot of money left to save, folks. So if someone's leaving you and there's not a lot of money left to save and they're leaving on price, they were only sold on price and they're going to leave you for price. It's just a matter of time when you don't have contracts. The point of no contracts is for us to have more sticky relationships. Our merchants should be more solid and stick around forever. The fact that there's no contracts because we deliver not only on the product and on the price, but on the service, on the back end, and on more value-added services that we're going to talk about today that have always been around. We're just really going to highlight them today. At the end, we will go over a new program that's available as well. So what the real goal of building a portfolio here is you want low or next to no attrition. Okay, attrition is how quickly are your customers leaving. All right. So as you build this business, you want long-term low or next to no attrition. There's really, we're here to build a business that'll last after we go out and we do the grind for 3 years or 2 years or however long it takes you to grind this out, get out there, work 8 hours a day, build this book of business. If you do that for a couple of years, the grind can now start to slow down because you're going to have a big fat residual income and you want it to last long term, obviously. And the way that you do that is by customers receiving more value than saving a couple dollars is worth for them. So I know we have vets that are on here. And if you've been out in the field, if you've done merchant services, if you've been out working EasyPay, we've all ran into merchants that have horrible rates. You walk in, even on by traditional standards, their rates are outrageous. You're like, Mr. Merchant, let me help you. And they're like, no, not interested. I love my company. They answer the phone. They have been sold on value. They've had a product and an experience that was so satisfactory to them, they don't care about saving a couple dollars. In many cases, there's no amount of savings that would ever get them to leave. They are loyal to either the rep or the company or both, right? If they can be loyal to both, then forget it. Unless they close their doors, they're going to be yours forever, right? So we've all experienced what I'm talking about, where the value has been so high, they will not leave for price, right? Their value is so high, and then a guy comes in or a gal comes in only selling on price, and they're like, get lost. I don't care about that. They don't care about the price anymore. We want to do both. We want to save them money and deliver that experience. unless a merchant's going out of business, they should have no reason to cancel, especially price, folks, okay? All your merchants need to understand the difference between cheap and value. We're going to go over that. And the way that we do this, guys, is we end the cycle. 2 ways of delivering value that I'm going to talk about today. And we want to accomplish the second one on every single merchant. And the first form of value I'm going to talk about will be technology that we have that will be good for some. It's not going to be applied to every single person you talk to. So the first form of value that we can deliver is, let's talk about increasing their customers returning more often, which means increasing the sales at their business. If we can have their customers keeping that business on their mind more frequently, coming back to that business, willing to spend more money, that is an immense amount of value. Hey, we can get your customers back here more frequently, spending more money, okay? That's huge. The second one is explaining that we are the end of the cycle. I'm going to let the video talk about the cycle. That will make more sense if you're not familiar with that. But those are the 2 forms of value specifically that I want to talk about today, okay? The way that we do this, guys, you got to be direct. We got to let them know we're pros. We got to let them know we understand what they've been through, which is going to be the cycle. And we got to let them know that we're serious when we're talking about getting your customers back here and increasing your sales. And we can discuss a lot of things before we ever even get to cash discount if done properly. I was talking about them understanding that you get what you pay for. Okay, so this industry, the cash discount program, is beginning to get very competitive. Okay, this has always been a very competitive industry. If you were around at the beginning of 2018, we were one of the first ones in. It was a free-for-all. Everyone you talked to had never heard of the cash discount program. At the beginning of 2019, at the end of 2018, we said, all right, we're going to start seeing some competition in 2019. It's going to start getting thick in here. All right, we are already there. And I'll just tell you right now, in 2020, it is going to explode in terms of competition. And people are going to come in and be like, well, you're paying $25 now. I can do it for 10. Okay. So when we're coming in and we're telling them about our program, first of all, we're not going to get involved in that race to the bottom. We're not going to drop everything and drop all our fees. And there's a reason why. We're not a cheap company. Okay. We are here to make a profit, and we deliver a damn good product. And it's exactly what we tell people it is. So people need to understand, hey, someone might walk in the door in a couple of months from now and be able to shave off $10. But Mr. Merchant, do you agree that you get what you pay for? Give them some examples they can relate to. Their quote is home of the bear fare. The bear fare is going to get you bear service, bear nothing on the airplane. That's a horrible experience. Then here on the right, that's not even first class. It's just a Delta airline, right? You get to choose movies, you get your drinks, you get some snacks. We've all been on an airplane, I'm assuming, right? You get what you pay for. Very simple concept I'm going over here. I also made the mistake at one point. I've always been a Verizon guy. I drive all over the United States. I have service anywhere. Sometimes I'm in places I have service. I'm like, I can't believe I have service right now. But I made the mistake one time of falling for Sprint. Oh, I can save $100 over here. Let's go over here and save $100. And they had no contracts, which is great. No risk. Why not try it? I couldn't make a phone call from my house, ladies and gentlemen, let alone if I was out on the top of the Rocky Mountains driving, doing a road trip, okay? I canceled that so quick, fast, and in a hurry. I had a horrible experience. I got what I paid for. Metro PCS, I would throw in the same boat. Verizon, you get service. When I call in, if I ever need something, my issues get resolved. I have a great experience. I would give them a 5-star when it comes to customer service and reliability. I get what I pay for. I went back to them so quick, I don't care how much my phone bill is anymore. I will never switch. I tried. Cheap first value. Bling, bling. Which watch do you want? The one that looks more affordable and flashy? A lot of people in the NFL probably have that one on the left, have two years on contract and then they're done. Or do you want the one on the right? Which one delivers value, folks? It's a very, very simple concept I'm going over here. Merchant services is no different, okay? a merchant needs to understand that you get what you pay for. Can someone come in here and shave off $5, $10, maybe $50, right? You're going in there, you're saving them $10,000 a year. It's okay to tell them, hey, I'm saving you $10,000 a year. Somebody might be able to come in here over the next year and shave off another $50 a month. But Mr. Merchant, Mrs. Merchant, do you believe that you get what you pay for? Okay, what you're going to get with us is reliability, somebody that answers their phone, free equipment. We don't lock you in, and you're never going to have an issue that isn't addressed quick, fast, and in a hurry. Okay, a lot of the value that we can add beyond savings. This is stuff we could talk about before they even know that we do cash discount. Loyalty programs. Collect customer information. Somebody signs up for the loyalty program, they give you their information, right? I've got a place here. It's called Pho Boca. I'm from Seattle. I love pho. It's hard to get good pho in South Florida. They opened up a good one up the street from me. I love it there. They've got a loyalty program. I go there all the time. So every time I go there, I check in, and every 5 times I go, I get one of my sandwiches that I love for lunch, right? They gathered my data, but along with me giving them my information, they actually market to me, right? I get on Facebook because they have my email address. They'll put little specials out there. Mango, come get mango sticky rice. Fresh mangoes delivered today. Fresh mango sticky rice tonight. You better believe I'm going down and getting some mango sticky rice tonight when I see that email. My kids love it. I love it. We're there. Okay, it works. And they're using a Clover. Okay, they set that up outside of me, but they are using a Clover, and somebody went in there and did it properly and showed them all the value added add-ons that this can deliver to their business. Am I their customer? Yep. Are they getting me back there more often? Yep. If I'm back there more often, am I spending more money? Yep. Check, check, and check. Okay, they're winning. We're going to show you how to do that. You can integrate with your website and create alerts. And anytime you add something to your website, it blasts out on social media. There's so many cool things you can do. Managing reviews is a big one for businesses. Obviously, nowadays, reviews are everything. There's some phenomenal apps on a Clover that can streamline that. And when done properly, you can do all this stuff from home, right from your computer. That's how you set your Clover up, and you can automate a lot of things, right? Keeping their customers informed will keep them coming back and keep them spending more money. Now, everything that I just went over there, compare being able to add that value. We haven't even got into cash discount. We haven't even talked about saving money and getting rid of this bill that they hate, right? Imagine the value that you're adding there, and how many other people out there and companies that are doing cash discount are discussing these kind of things. They're walking in, and you're going to see this in the next 12 months, 18 months, mark my words. Hey, they're charging 50. We could do it for 25. They switch. They're charging you 25. We're going to do it for nothing. And we'll charge your customers 3.5%. Okay, if they want to be cheap, they can sign up with cheap. They will get cheap in return. If they want to have a company that's going to bring value far beyond just savings, we got a lot more to go over here. They won't switch for price, folks. They won't, especially when you save them a huge amount to begin with. Anyways,